Hey everybody, today's words to live by are: it is a privilege to live life no matter what. Every day we're here, we get to choose what we see and how we experience it. And I hope you see beauty and comedy whenever possible more than you see ugliness and tragedy. Those words were written by me many years ago, and I wrote them down after overcoming several personal challenges. So I had some personal stuff, and I had relationship issues, and I had some family stuff, and I had some accidents that were in there, and it was like a Molotov cocktail of all different kinds of hard things that were all sort of like converging on me at once, and did not feel good when I was going through them all. And it was on paper something that probably it was probably a very tragic time in my life at first, but now it's like I can look back and I can actually see some of the comedy in it. And it's because I've changed what my default switch is in terms of what I experience life with. And so that's what happened when I wrote these words down. Is I sat down and I didn't ask what more I wanted out of life. It was much more asking how I wanted to experience life for the rest of my days going forward. And so that was sort of the switch that flipped for me. And it became my default mechanism over many years now, because it's how I actually experience life more often than not. And certainly if I have a choice, that's how I choose to see life, which is through joy, beauty, comedy, instead of, hardship, heartbreak, tragedy, blame, shame, anger, none of that stuff. And so it's a conscious choice. And I think what this reflection really offers people is using your attention as agency. So it's a superpower. And so knowing that the world contains heartbreak, you can also know that it contains wonder and things that will awe you and wonder you and just have you feeling just amazing. And I think that this reflection also, because it was written on the heels of challenges and things that were not fun, I don't think this reflection sort of tells us to avoid that stuff or to pretend like bad things don't happen. It could be the death of a loved one or a lost job or things that are really important and really not fun, no matter which lens you use to look at them through. And so it's not sort of avoiding those things or pretending like they don't exist. But for those things, yes, you have to deal with them and their challenges, and you have to sort of go through them, not around them. And I think that's understood. But I think it's much more so about outside of those times, creating what your default switch is going to be and how you want to experience life and the lens you choose to see things through. And so for me now, it's a habit. It's not something that I have to train, but I did have to train it at that time, especially. And so it was just like, name one beautiful thing that I saw today, or name something that made me laugh today. And it was more so about training my mind to sort of be aware of those things, that those things were present around me. It's just, it took my focus to really sort of lean into those things more so than leaning into stuff that I just didn't want to have my mind on anymore. I had gotten through all the hard stuff. I didn't want to go through it and keep reliving it over and over again, was the point. So I think the takeaway for this reflection, and I hope you join me in this, is that where your attention goes, your life grows. So whatever you're looking for, you'll always find it. If you're looking for misery, you'll always find it. If you're looking for beauty, trust me, you'll always find it. So I hope you enjoyed this reflection and perhaps even took a few different angles from it than the ones that I have sort of mentioned and use. And if you did, please like and or subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.